Skateboarding. To some, it's just an excuse for teenagers to destroy property. But to those who are consumed by it, it's a way of life. Friendships, jobs, artistic expression, and many other things can be a direct result of riding on a skateboard. It may sound silly, but it's undeniable that skateboarding is huge in today's society. What about the other people? What about the people alongside the skateboarders, making their talents on four wheels look the best they can look? I'm talking about the photographers, videographers, and filmmakers who are encouraging people to skateboard every day with the works they put out. Skateboarding is much different than other media outlets because of the sheer unpredictability of it, such as injuries or other unforeseen circumstances. So that's a challenge to both the skateboarder and the filmer or photographer. I'm Max Bang, and this video is going to offer a brief description about skateboarding, both filming and photographing it, as well as a few insights, tips, and of course some really cool skateboarding clips. Video in skateboarding is important because it shows what the skater's done and exactly how he did it. And while photography is just as important at showcasing the talents of the skateboarder, there's no proof as to whether or not he or she has landed the trick unless the photographer shoots a sequence. In the skateboarding world, there's a lot of different camera options, but the standard is the Sony VX series, more specifically the VX1000 and the VX2100. And while both cameras have their ups and downs, the main difference between the two is that the fisheye lens is much wider on the VX1000. The VX1000's daytime quality is usually better, and the VX2100 is much better in low light situations. For example, notice how this clip is darker than the next clip. This is because the first clip is filmed with the VX1000 and the second clip is filmed with the VX2100. With any camera, there are three main ways to film: fisheye, tripod, and long lens. With these, the filmer has to film under conditions such as night with generators and lights, and on-camera lights. Even during the day, the filmer has to adjust the exposure while skating alongside the skateboarder. Notice how the exposure is changed during the clip because the shadow made by the trees going from light to dark. Not everyone can afford nice cameras, called 3CCD cameras. The term 3CCD refers to the three primary colors being captured into the camera as separate pieces of footage, then combining into a much clearer picture than 1CCD cameras, which records all colors as one piece of footage. The quality is not as good on 1CCD cameras, which can make the skateboarding being shown look boring. Now that I've explained some of the aspects of filming skateboarding, see if you can spot how some of these clips were filmed. For the photography section, I interviewed skate photographer Chris Matthews.
My name is Chris Matthews. I'm from Miamisburg, Ohio, and I attended the Miami Valley Career Technology Center for 2 years of photography. Lighting and everything. You can have a really great trick with really bad lighting and the photo just isn't appealing at all. Whereas you can have, a trick that just kind of wouldn't be all that interesting, but if you have the lighting down right, it could actually be something amazing. I'm going to have 3 websites running here soon. Right now I got 2. I got one for just wedding photography, and then Matthew's Photos, which is kind of everything else. I did do a shoot. Now we're in the reshoot phase of it for a DVS shoe ad with a local sponsored skater. But for the most part, I'm definitely freelance. I really enjoy it and go out without worrying about the money I'll make from that part of it because of how much I enjoy it. So.
So that about wraps it up for the video. I hope now you have a better understanding about the world in the skateboarding culture. My name is Max Spang, and I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, Midwest skateboarding, for real. Everybody that's out here and that's doing it every day and living the dream.